did something really stupid with it, and it ended up kind of going haywire. So the district where I was at before is actually just right here. So that's Hung Hom. In front of me is actually Ho Man Tin. Oh, is it Ho Man Tin? Wait. Hung Hom. No, this is still Hung Hom, but just a different part of Hung Hom. And here, it's known to be like one of like the old districts in Hong Kong where, frankly, if you ask me, it's kind of like the hood where I live, except for I think this area is even older. So don't be surprised if you see like lots of shop cats, because this area, I think it's at least, I think some of the houses here are at least like 50 years old. Hi, Bernice. Good morning again, Bob. I just had to put them into separate streams because, you know, the topics are so not overlapping, so just don't want people to get confused. So for those of you who's never been to my live streams, I actually go to all places in Hong Kong. That's kind of off the beaten track that tourists usually don't go to, and sometimes I do risk getting hit by a car by jaywalking. So this is Hung Hom, and this is the Guan Yam Miu, the Hung Hom Kun Yam Temple, which I am actually just seeing it for the first time myself. So remember back in the funeral area, you have the incense, you burn it for people that's deceased. But here, the incense is actually for paying respects to the gods. So you can see the things are actually more colorful. This guy's got really bad spatial abilities. Why does he need to honk at me when there's like 2 car space? Anyway, so the stuff are more colorful. You use it for good luck. You use it to pay respects to the gods. And the origami is actually really nice. Anyway, so this is the Guan Yam Miu. Let's see, pretty cool, right? Actually, there's quite a few of these ancient buildings left in Hong Kong, and I really appreciate it when I see one because there's less and less. The famous pawn shop, the older ones. And I want to show you guys something. Oh wait. Look at the roof of that. Wow. Amazeballs. By the way, dragons are a sign of power, luck, and prosperity in the Chinese culture. So just so that you know, dragons is not a bad thing. And another thing in Hong Kong for contact tracing, I just wanted to mention to you guys, is that everywhere you go now, especially restaurants, is that they have this QR code here that you scan. And what happens is that it's basically for contact tracing. I'm gonna go in and so you can get all sorts of good luck charms. This is for blessings to keep you safe, for money. I think all of the stuff are jade related and it's Buddhist related. I think, because I'm not Buddhist, so I wouldn't know. And what happens is that you come into here and there's a donation box. Don't forget, donations are very important because basically these buildings run on this. A good luck charm for money? Oh, come on, Bob. Of course there's good luck charm for money. So these ones, I believe, is, I forgot what it's called. 我想問呢啲叫做乜嘢話？呢啲叫做呢啲叫做乜嘢話？塔香咯。塔香，唔該晒。So these are called top hungs. It's like a tower incense, and you basically pay a certain amount of money, and you see the sign inside. You write yours and your family members' names in there. And because these incense just keep burning and burning, they can last a day easily because they're so long and big. And what happens is that it's a symbolism for prosperity. And it's one of the biggest blessings you can give to your family is to buy one of these and let them burn for a whole day. I think you do that every year. So I think that's pretty incredible. And I love the smell of incense. So you can also get all sorts of incense. You can get, wow, my eyes. Okay, you can get the little ones, you can get the really big ones. And see the origami I was talking about? Pretty incredible, right? So when you see these kind of things that you can actually put in the incinerator, this is not for dead people. This is for blessings. It's all for good stuff. And see, there's a part where you can actually get the incense or origami stuff. And I think there's a thing at the back. Oh, 唔得㗎? Okay. Okay, 好啊好啊. So what happens is that that's actually for the, what charm we call it? It's for bye-bye. So basically it's for fortune telling. How come it says there's no video? Oh, so, 閃燈或腳架. Just hold on. 但係佢話唔俾用閃燈同腳架嘅。佢寫住可以影相。哦，但係又唔俾拍片。係啦，就唔可以拍 video。OK，明啦，唔該。Okay, done. So only photos allowed, but no videos. That's really weird. Anyway, so the rack that I saw, that was for fortune telling. So you shake a little fortune and then you find a piece of paper in there. But anyway, I explain what I have to. Haha. That I don't know what regulation that is. Oh, hi, doggy. I don't know what's the logic. Is it because videos will film them slacking off, whereas pictures will not? I know. Temple? That's crazy. I don't understand. I think that's probably her regulation, because at the door it says no flashlight, no tripods, but no videography. I don't understand. I'm starting to think that she's banning it for selfish reasons. Oh, my mask? I know, it's pretty good, right? Yeah, I think it's because it caught her slacking. Like, ever notice it was okay until it pointed to what was behind her. She probably thought I was filming her. Anyway, okay, back to my walking tour. I hope you guys enjoy these walking tours, because I think a lot of people is kind of losing their mind now that they can't travel. So I hope this kind of alleviates you guys from the boredom of, sitting at home. Traditional bakeries, superstitious, could be, but it's a temple. It's not like I'm shooting like a graveyard or something. So these are the traditional bakeries, and I love them. All the ones that's actually baked in the metal pans, super good. You want custard egg tarts? Oh, you are working, can I tell? No, of course I can't tell. But thanks for watching my live stream that you're working. It means you're slacking off. Okay, wait. How many of you guys are actually working right now? Show of hands. Who's watching this while at work? I want to know. Because I know you guys are watching from different parts of the world. Oh, actually, I saw on the news today, somebody was stealing laundry at a laundromat today. Not this one, but somebody was. Okay, just woke up, Selena. You get paid pretty damn good to do this. Bob, you're making us all jealous. Shut up. And you're talking to somebody who's not getting paid nearly as much to do what she does, if at all. You finish yours? Check Hung Hom. Does that make you Singaporean? Am I pronouncing your name right? Kitok, working at night shift, nice. Today in Poland, it's a day off, sweet. Wait, why? Today is what holiday is today? Oh, just so that you guys know, in Hong Kong during the lockdown lately, nothing is open for dine-in after 6 o'clock. So only takeout. Oh, this is the old school mailboxes. Pretty cool, huh? From Singapore. I don't know how to pronounce your name if you're from Singapore, because sometimes it doesn't adhere to the English logic and I end up fucking up. Oh wow, this looks really good. Dim sum? Am I making anyone hungry? Steamed rice? Wow, so good. Yeah, I love old school food. And in areas like Hung Hom, food is really cheap. It's almost like my hood. It's one of the older hoods in Hong Kong where things are relatively cheaper. I'll show you actually one of the really old shopping malls here. It was here like way before I was born. And if you look at the decor inside, it's super old. It looks dark, it's brown, it's got mosaic, and it's awfully quiet. I'll show you. 好似叫紅磡中心. food torture. I know, Yan, am I making you hungry? Sorry, guys. That's Hong Kong right now. See, some of you guys ask me, it's like, how's Hong Kong doing? Frankly, if you ask me, I think we're doing much better than a lot of the other places because, as you can see, people can actually go out, and then at the market, there's just lots of people. You see it? So it's not the end of the world. In terms of shopping, people actually kind of change their schedule now. So everyone would actually eat their dinner and finish before 6 o'clock, where they would kick you out of the restaurant. And then they'll go shop after because the shopping mall closes at either 8 or 9, depending on which shopping mall. So our schedules really have changed. But in all, I don't think it's that bad compared to many other places that I'm hearing. Is it bad where you guys are? Because I know in Malaysia, they had really bad lockdown protocols that if you stray too far from home, they'll actually give you a ticket. Hi, wow. Long time no see. Happy New Year. Okay, I think I'm almost there. Just hold on. Oh, yeah, it's in front of me. It's in New York, and it sucks for many reasons. So yeah, so in comparison, if you ask me, I honestly don't think Hong Kong is that bad. And for those of you who's watching right now, some of you probably know that, I had plans to go to Malaysia in the future, but I think that is to be delayed because looking at the way that the pandemic was handled and how bad it's spreading right now, like wildfire, I don't think I'm going there anytime soon. Not that they're opening up anyway. So yeah, so that's that. Oh wait, Ga Wei Chun. Ga Wei Chun is one of the, this is actually one of the government housing that's in the area. I think Ga Wei Chun is known to be one of the areas for the low income families back then. I don't know if that's still the case, but it definitely was. But that's it. Hey, see, this is Hong Kong. You see, I'll show you what the government housing here looks like. So the government housing, the rent is really cheap, but is winning the lottery to get the draw for the government to give you one of these units. Okay, so just so you know, each unit is about 300 square feet, and that's for about 3 to 5 people, depending on how lucky you are. So all of the laundry actually have to be hung out, yeah, like that. And I see that a lot of people like their plants for some reason. There's plants coming out of people's windows. And not only that, if you look right across the street, see, that's Hong Kong for you. The nice buildings, the nice areas can be just literally 1 block away from somewhere that's not so nice. Why? Because we don't have enough space. New developer, new building coming up. Woohoo! Boutique apartments. So the shopping mall I was going to show you is actually right here, this brown building. You have to see it for yourself, how old it actually is inside. I'm surprised their stuff is still in operation, actually. I think it was exactly here. I was doing a live stream like a few weeks ago, and one of my followers saw me. He's like, "Mel, is that you?" I was like, "Yep, that's me." Because it's still not very often that you see people do live streams in Hong Kong. That's the Siberia kitchen. Yeah, shut up. Signet Starscream, hey, Seattle. Wow, it's like midnight for you guys, isn't it? In the future, would love to hear about ghosts or myths I have heard of. Actually, that is on my list of to-dos, but I can't, it's more suitable when I'm in that area, which is also on my list of to-goes. And lately, I'm just doing a lot of live streams, you guys, because my computer is low on space and everything. So until later when I upgrade my computer and or my hard drives, I won't be able to edit my videos, which I really want to. So bear with it for another little while. Does it snow in Hong Kong? Of course not. Of course not. So the coldest it gets in Hong Kong for wintertime in the city, it's maybe like 4 or 5 degrees. And even that doesn't last more than a couple days Celsius. And maybe if you're up in the mountains, maybe it will reach like 0 degrees. Big deal. But even that, when it reaches 0 degrees, you'll have photography fanatics. They will actually shoot, what is it? A frozen fog and frozen frost. But no, we don't snow here. If it snows here, that's the end of the world. Okay, I think there we are. And by the way, you guys, thanks for coming on to my live stream, because that's how I get my 10,000 steps every day, is from being on a live stream. Otherwise, I don't even walk that much. Ah, I'm here. I don't walk that much actually. Hung Hom Guangzhang, but not much in Hong Kong can easily mean 5,000 to 8,000 steps a day by doing nothing. So this is the old shopping mall I was talking about. Look at the ceiling height is really low. That's very typical of our old shopping malls here. And you can see like the floor. Look at it. This is like old school shit. Low ceiling height, also old school shit. Like, just to give you an idea about how low this is, like I can actually almost touch the ceiling. Actually, I can touch it already, and I'm not even that tall. That's the thing. Have all sorts of places you can buy your own phone number, phone cases. Everything's cheaper here. Oh, that's actually a really nice orange scarf. Orange. Sorry, you guys. I love the color orange. Anything orange catches my eye. Oh, they actually have. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. They got an alcohol place here. And this tequila, it's guaranteed to kill you because it's quite obvious. It's like a declaration of death when you drink the shit. Why would someone put a skull on there? You know, from science class, anything with this marked with a skull, isn't that stuff toxic? I don't know. Maybe I just don't understand the concept of design. It is very old school. You miss Hong Kong, really? Shade out Mapes? Yeah, the tiles are very old school. And you know, people actually don't come to these malls to shop. It's really to serve the local residents, if you ask me. I mean, my first job after university, when I came back to Hong Kong, it's actually around here. So that's why I know that this place exists. Oh, that's a small beauty parlor. And these places are the quick haircut place. They'll cut your hair for $60. So maybe like $8 US. I don't know if I should trust that with somebody with that kind of experience. Scan. Oops, I read it as scam. Whoops. The protective glass looks old, you can tell. The protective glass? What protective glass? But I think these places are just really old in general. Like, you can tell by the low ceiling height too. It's just really dark in these places. I don't get it. It just makes me want to sleep. Okay, anyway, I'm not going to walk every single floor, but you do get the idea. Oh, another thing I find very interesting. We had some news in Hong Kong before that some blind dude got kicked off the MTR, or was it the bus, because the guy didn't know what guide dogs were, and it caused a complete PR disaster. So after, people start putting stickers in front of their shops, and this is Standard Chartered Bank. And as you could probably see, it says, guide dogs are welcome. Okay, if I was blind, I can't read this. If I was a dog, I can't read this. So what is it for? It's to make themselves look cool that they're not discriminating. But that's about it. This is the world that we live in. Well, yeah, it's clean. Oh, to keep me from falling from the escalator. Yeah, that's really old school. Well, I think Hong Kong is actually pretty clean. Considering the population that we have, I can't complain at all. It's not bad. And so that area that I came from is called Hung Hom. And now, oh wow, look at that, sorry. Look at it. Oh, those ducks look so cute. Okay, anyway, sorry, got distracted. And what happens is that next to it on the other side is called Awww. And Awww have this infrastructure that looks like a giant ship. What is it for? I don't know. I'm gonna find out, because I remember it was such an iconic place when I was a kid, and I only remember it for the ship. But what is the ship for? Well, we'll find out. What's an armand? How come I don't understand what that word means? Well, I love this auntie's, the comment above that. Oh, okay. Got it. Better than New York. You know, I heard that New York is actually not as glam and not as chic as people say it is, that we see in movies. One of the reasons being is that a lot of the alleys and the streets and even the train smells like piss. That's what I was told. In fact, when I went to Frisco, San Francisco, it smells like piss in San Francisco on the train. It's not? You live in New Jersey? Okay, then you could probably tell me. Mayor de Blasio is the reason. Aha! Well, you guys know your country the best. See, where is in Hong Kong, if you ask me, like some people actually asked me before, it's like, how safe is Hong Kong? How stable is it? It's still okay as of now, if you ask me. Right, cat-sized rats. Yeah, the cat-sized rats, you see that in new territories. You see that in new territories. When you have rats, I think they're actually moles, but I don't know. Pizza rats. Hong Kong reminds me about Bruce Lee. Yeah. Actually, I don't even know, is Bruce Lee from Hong Kong or was he born in San Francisco? Because I think he's an American-born Chinese, right? See, this is oh, the rats in New York. See, this is the government housing. Look at, it's like a whole wall of them. Actually, if you ask me, it looks kind of sad because there's like guardrails in front of each of them. It's like living inside a cage. Like in Hong Kong, I hate to say it, but the rich and poor, that gap is actually getting bigger and bigger. Hong Kong is not a bad place. It's safe. It's quite clean. Crime rates are low, but to be an average Joe here kind of sucks. Yeah. Like when I was younger, I actually didn't realize that because in Canada, where I grew up, hey man, hey, you made it in. Because I mean, in Canada, where I grew up, it was a smaller town. The rich and the poor kind of enjoyed similar things, just more of it. But here, not really. His movies are mainly based in Hong Kong. Thank you, Sashi, thank you. My hair is a mess today. I didn't have a really happy hair day today because I walked out when my hair was wet. But that's okay. Oh, do you guys want to see the wet market? The fish market is right here. Talk. It's funny how you just asked just now. Is Hong Kong now communist or democratic? I think we're still democratic right now. Later, I don't know, but still democratic as of right now. Okay, so this is the fish market. And if you guys want to see what they look like, I don't think I've actually ever taken you guys to the fish market, have I? If anything, I want to free them back into the ocean. This crab must be so traumatized. His friend got chopped into two here for display. And these crabs are looking at this fish that got chopped up. I don't know. Maybe I'm too compassionate. I'm just feeling what they're thinking. I'm like, oh shit, that sucks, man. I'd rather them just kill them first. But that's it. Let's look at some of the other stuff, like vegetables. This is how you buy stuff in the wet market. This is how I was raised as a kid. Mom and grandma used to go to wet markets like this. And why do they call them wet markets? I think it's quite obvious. Come on. The floor's really wet. And see, aunties always drag a cart like this so that they can put their groceries inside. Because in Hong Kong, you kind of have to lug around your stuff forever. And it gets really heavy. So aunties don't bother and they just drag around a cart. See, it's got wheels. It's very convenient. And see, some of these places sell tofu, bean sprouts, meatballs. Art and fashion? Oh, come on, we don't have much art and fashion in Hong Kong. Are you kidding me? Hong Kong is not a place that's known for that. In my humble opinion, I don't think people in Hong Kong have a good art or fashion sense. It's too commercialized. And see, this is how tofu is sold. Just basically buy a piece and they put it in the bag. Yep, fish, 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 fish. This looks like this is something from the deep ocean, whatever it is. Some of these fishes actually look like stuff in Finding Nemo. Wow. Amazeballs. Okay, somebody likes EDM here in the fish market. Wow, even the little babies, you guys sell them. No, 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 they are too small. They are too small. Wow. Every time I see people eating squid or octopus, I'm like, wow, the Einsteins of the ocean. Oh. These orange fish, are they even edible? Because orange is telling me it's toxic. I don't. Oh, this guy have to watch his friend being cut in two. Fuck me dead. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, anyway, we had eel. Eel is yummy. I don't have a problem with people eating meat or anything alive. Just don't torture them. I know, Finding Nemo in the wet market. Okay, that's it. That's enough. Oh, in Hong Kong, mosquito bites can cause Japanese encephalitis, or dengue fever. Yeah. Welcome to Asia. But we don't have mosquitoes right now, so don't worry. You eat octopies? Well, just don't torture them. Just make sure you kill them in like one hit so that they don't feel it. When I went to Korea, when people ate octopus, they actually pulled it up from a tank and then they chopped off some tentacles and they throw it back into the tank. Can you imagine? Like their buddies is like, oh my God, they just got Mel. They chopped off her arms and then threw Mel back into the tank. I don't know how that works. That's just traumatized 1,000 times. And they eat them alive. I hope those people choke to death. Okay, more fruits and vegetables. Wow, why is everything so nicely colored here? Oh, it's because the lights are red. Yeah, mosquitoes. I think nature is beautiful. If anything, I think nature is just doing its job. Very expensive fruit, by the way. This is a cactus pear. I love it. This is a wax fruit, in case you guys don't know what that is. Kumquats, one of my favorite things, is like a tangerine. Is it me, or am I just surrounded by places that sells food, and food? So in Hong Kong, when people buy groceries, right, it's not like they have to buy a week of groceries in advance. They just buy it every day. This is how pork is sold. I'm surprised it doesn't need refrigeration, but it works. It even works when it's 38 degrees Celsius outside. Don't ask me why. They don't spoil. I don't know. Welcome to Korea. Woohoo! I know. Steamboat, yum yum. Yes, you can eat wax fruit. That's just the name. It's called wax fruit, but it's a yummy fruit. It feels like you're eating sweet air. Yeah, that thing is mostly air anyway. You like bulgogi? No, not bulgogi. Budajeje. What is that? Okay, Selena, I need translation. Is Bosintang? What is that? Okay, you guys gotta translate for me. Wait, Bob, you understand Korean. What are these food? What are these foods they're talking about? I have no idea what they just talked about there. What is it in English? And note that the buildings here in Hung Hom is actually lower, except for the new ones. Army stew. Oh, army stew. Yeah. Tofu ramen, hot dog, cheese kimchi. Yes. Yes, it's got like everything. It's like a whole village in one pot. And beans? Really? I didn't know that Korean food is huge on beans. Baguette, MREs. Yeah, well, people are getting off of work now. So it's grocery time. I love bulgogi. I didn't know what bulgogi was, and then I learned that gogi actually means meat. And one of my classmates' dog's name is Gogi. And I was like, that is so mean. You name your dog meat? That's horrible. Oh, and she happened to be Korean too. No! And Japan. MREs is so high in calories, it's not even funny. I think I've seen MREs that's like 3,000 or 5,000 calories. And there's Russian written on it. It's like a brick of A4 paper for the printer. P-P-A-N-G. It's pronounced bang, right? I think I learned it online. The P is pronounced as B. It is because you guys work out consistently. Yeah, constantly. Yeah, that's true. Okay, wait. It says dangerous. This scaffolding is not to be taken out, otherwise something will collapse. And this guy looks like he's asking for trouble. Anyway, moving on. How come I don't see any shop cats yet? Did you guys see any cats yet? Yeah, in case you're wondering what Hong Kong's like, this is how many people we see on the street. And this is just a weekday too. Oh, this is actually a pretty cool area. You haven't seen a single tree. Yep, that's Hong Kong. Needs to work out. Yes, is P or B? It is. You would love a pet cat. A pet cat. Have at least 2. They need company. Cats or any animals need company. This one is a very lonely number. That's what I think anyway. Oh, lots of food here. This is actually compatible to my hood. Wow. Well, but then the buildings are so much older here too. Oh yeah, 2 cats. You know, I always say to people who's about to adopt, make sure you go for the older animals that are abandoned in groups or pairs, because older animals are less likely to be adopted, and to actually split them up at such an old age when they've grown up together is very traumatizing. So I'm definitely an advocate for people to adopt them as they are, be it a group of 2, 3, or 4, if you can. Huh. See, this is like a whole different area now. And I didn't even stray that far from wherever I was. Your cat is good with your kois. Okay, how do you know they have a good relationship? Is it because your kois were not eaten? Hong Kong is a beautiful city. It still is. A lot of places don't. Kai Gusang. Yes, I know. You see a single tree. Oh, there's one right there. Yes, I know Tai Sheng. That's really far. A lot of places don't allow pets. It depends. Cats are usually okay. Dogs are usually not so allowed. That's why I like my building, because we can. It's a pet-friendly building. Taiguo is where your school is? Okay. Where's the factory in Hong Kong? That's a very good question. I actually don't know. I actually don't know where's the factories. Let's see. Maybe in the new territories? I'm not sure. I really don't know. Wait, see, even the doctor's office is nicely packed. Wow. I think I'm getting close to the boat. Wait. Let's see. The ship. Wait. So here is Whampoa, which is Whambo. I told you, see, all the districts are actually stuck to one another in Hong Kong. It's kind of amazing, if you ask me. Okay, I'm not going to jaywalk this time. Is it more beautiful at night? You think so? Are there any beaches? Yeah, in Stanley. Yep, that's right. Wow, Bob, you beat me to it. Yeah, Stanley Beach. There's a place called Repulse Bay, which is really close to Stanley, and they got really nice beaches. And I remember when I was in Taiwan, right? I asked the people, it's like, hey, do you guys hang out at the beaches at night? And they're like, no. I'm like, why? And they're like, oh, it's because it's haunted. I'm like, why is it haunted? They said, oh, it just is. So I guess the culture is very different, because in Canada, you just hang out at beaches, right? Really? They got nice beaches in Haiti? I would not know. Haiti. Why? Is it one of those where the water is like super clean and stuff? That you can actually see kind of the bottom, despite the water is very deep? I'm just waiting to cross. There's St. Thomas. Where's St. Thomas? I know. Cat mask. You found out. What's the MeloCat without the cat mask, you guys? Oh, U.S. Virgin Islands. Thank you. See, people here, everyone wears a face mask. I don't know if you guys notice, but you almost never see people that don't wear a mask. And even if sometimes you see the odd one or two, it's because they forgot it. It's not because they don't want to, it's because they forgot it. Okay, let's see. I think I'm getting close to where that ship is. I think the ship is actually behind this building. Hong Kong or Singapore, which one is better? It depends on what it is that you want. I like both of these places just as much. In terms of population, they're about the same in terms of the density. Singapore is a little bit smaller with a little bit less of a population. I think Singapore is more multicultural, if you ask me. That's my opinion of it. Oh, finally, trees. Yeah, here driving is a little bit of a luxury, unless you have children or pets. Yeah, but then, but that said, right, sometimes going into a taxi, it's just bad vibes all the way. I don't like that negative energy. And they drive like idiots too. People go there and there's actually a town in Haiti. They go and send themselves a postcard from hell. I don't get how that works, Bob. How can they send themselves a postcard from hell? Oh, the reason why these buildings, see how it kind of caves in like that? That way, nobody has to be looking at each other and feeling claustrophobic. Oh yay, first tall building in the area. Oh, Hell is a town in Haiti, nice. Voodoo? Wow, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Cars are expensive, yes. Oh, there it is. See? The Whampoa Hong Kong ship. I think they just have shops and stuff inside, but I think it's pretty cool. Look at that. Let's just take a moment to appreciate this. Greetings from hell. Pretty cool, right? Soon Ging Gai. The ship, the Shong King Street. Actually, Soon Ging means the ship view street. Pretty awesome, huh? How charge taxis here or bus more cheap? Bus is definitely cheaper. I mean, that's anywhere. Noah's Arcade, Danny, wow. Danny, I didn't know you were in my chat. Everyone say hi to Danny. Danny, say hi to everyone. I think Danny's been supporting my channel since quite early on. So everyone say hi. And same with Bob. And I think Key Talk, you've been with my channel for quite some time too. So kudos to you guys. You know, my channel actually just reached 5,000 subscribers not too long ago. Woo! Thank you so much for being with me, you guys. Like, I think this is the 3rd year coming since I've been posting content. So it's almost like having you guys growing up with me, which is kind of cool. Okay, let's see. And by the way, let's see. I'm just checking. Greetings from Singapore. Danny's from Singapore too, so yay, we have somebody else. I didn't know I have so many Singaporeans in my channel. You know, I rarely come over here. What? Oh, what's this? Is this like a gay pride bridge or something? Woohoo! New Jersey, woot woot woot. And there's MeloCat from Hong Kong, of course. You know, now that I should try Twitch. I used to Twitch stream. You're like the second person who told me that. Can someone tell me what's the difference if I stream on Twitch and here? Oh, this is so beautiful. You guys look. Wow. So nice. And I walk right into a pole at the end. Great. Yeah, why? Why should I stream on Twitch? Is it any different? Let me know. Or maybe I can put whatever I stream on here or on Twitch and then put it back on here after, or vice versa. What do you think? Or can I actually, if I stream, can I stream on 2 platforms at the same time and kind of just cater to 2 audiences at the same time? Is that possible? YouTube is dropping people like crazy lately. Really? I didn't know that. You can stream on many. What tool do I need? Because you guys, you know I'm streaming from my phone, right? What do I need? Because I would be attending to the messages from both sides. How do I do that? Okay, Bob, you probably have to fill me in after. Probably can't do it here because you're going to be buried by other people's messages. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm going to get some coffee. But really, I'm getting my 10,000 steps in every time I do a live stream with you guys. I think because in Hong Kong, right, to walk around is so safe. I don't even have to like wash my bags and stuff. Whereas if I do it in some other countries, probably not the best idea. Like my stuff could be jacked so easily. Like my camera could be, people can just grab it and go. My bag could probably be gone. So, okay, I'm gonna go get some coffee. I'll probably wrap up my live soon, but not yet. Let me just grab my coffee and I'll sit down with you guys for a little bit. Just hold on. Okay, this is Pacific Coffee, Starbucks competitor. Actually, their coffee is actually, if you ask me, is better than Starbucks. Hi, espresso oatly latte. There's cafe mocha, vanilla latte. Okay, vanilla latte. Can I get a vanilla latte? Tall size. Hot. Can I get it with less syrup? Yeah, thank you so much. I'll pay by octopus. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, thanks for being with me, guys. I finally get to sit down. Can someone tell me what time it is in Hong Kong right now? Because I don't want to sit inside a restaurant, you know, risking getting a ticket. Sorry, just missed your messages right there. Let's see what you guys just said. Very, lose weight after visiting a gym. You're loving vanilla chai from Dunkin' Donuts. You know what? We never had Dunkin' Donuts here. Not as far as to my knowledge. Hey, Min, good night. All right. Try text. What's text speech? What's text speech? I'm completely lost. Where's the sports center? Actually, I don't know. I don't know this area well enough to know where's the sports center. Pretty cool, right? Okay, wait, let me just put my face mask away. Okay, just hold on. Where is my, let me go get my coffee. I'll probably have to, wait, just hold on. I'll probably have to. Can you tell me, you guys, if I'm losing you? Do I have my on? Is that why? That's so weird. Okay. That's impossible. Today, I think I had really shitty coffee during lunchtime. So, cheers, you people. Cheers. Oh, I love my sweet coffees. It's like having dessert every day. Love my mask. Thank you. I love it too, actually. My friend gave it to me. Gyms, business people go down. Yeah, because it's true. 5:27 p.m. Thanks, Bob. So I can still stay here for another half hour. So I think this is the first stream I've done ever since New Year's. And I've been seeing the feedback on some of my live streams. It turned out, actually, my viewership on my live stream is actually greater than my edited videos, which makes me think, should I actually be doing live streams? Because it seems like you guys want to see this stuff. Must be great living alone in Hong Kong. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. And the best part, I think it isn't about living alone in Hong Kong, where it's just because I moved out since I was 17. So for me, it's pretty normal. Like, it's always been part of my life. So I really never understood when people were like, oh my God, like I'm like married and I finally like move out. Like some of my friends tell me, right? I'm like, yeah, but you're getting married when you're like 40 and you're finally moving out. Like, it's not a bad thing, but it's something that all of us eventually do, right? So. But then some of my best friends tell me, it's like, oh my God, it's a machine. I don't know, maybe it's just them. Who knows? Yeah, for me, I think I told you guys before on my live stream, right? I moved out when I was 17, and you know, I just kind of figured out everything on the way, and I don't regret it. I think it's one of the best experiences ever. Oh, why is this so hot? Okay, they gotta stop giving me scorching hot coffee. How Hong Kong in 2 a.m. What is Hong Kong like in 2 a.m.? Very safe. Still a lot of people. Still a lot of people on the street. Bad connection here? Is it still bad? Let me see. Is it still bad right now? Oh, someone's yelling really loud. Let me see. Another thing you'll see in Hong Kong is that people have a tendency to talk really, really loud. Okay, maybe I'll move out here. Is the connection even better? Sorry, can I take this table? Thank you so much. Perfect. Yeah, I think the connection actually really sucks in there, so that's, oops. Wait. Okay, the connection really sucks in there. That's probably why. Tell me, is the connection better? Because I think I probably got like all pixelated and stuff, right? I'm kind of sitting like near the outside now. Because I noticed that I was kind of getting cut out, so yeah. Wait, just hold on, live. Live, yes, better. Orange, where's the orange and white purse? That one's at home because that one is not suitable for a sports wardrobe. Okay, now it's gray. Okay, great. Yeah, it's probably because they, I don't know. That's really weird. I actually don't know why it was bad, but it kind of got cut out twice. Auntie talking too loud. You think Auntie is talking so loud that she disrupted the signal? Yeah, maybe that's probably the reason. Somebody else is doing homework right next to me right now. I hope I'm not being like an obstruction to them, but they're just doing homework right now. People here in Hong Kong, they study really hard. If you ask me, if I was to stay here in Hong Kong, I don't think I'd survive. Like, people are so competitive for grades here, it's not even funny. I don't think any tutor can actually fix my bad grades here. Yeah, I barely passed throughout all my school years. What? The auntie is talking too loud? Fuck yeah, she's talking way too loud. My grades are so bad. They're like a bare pass. Even for my university, my GPA is 2.05. So you know, that means, rough translation, I got C in all of my courses except for 1 or 2. That's about it. I wasn't good at school at all. The stresses of studying in Singapore, it's the same in Taiwan. I think it's also the same in China or most Asian places. Same in Japan. If there's any Koreans in the house, let me know if that's the case in Korea. But I don't think it would be that different. Also the Band 1 schools, yeah. Band 1 schools in Hong Kong are like the top tier ones. That's for the good students, You see Hong Kong very fast walking on the street? I walk really fast. I actually walk really fast here too. And I'm kind of learning not to do that because why do I need to walk so fast? It's not like I'm in a hurry, but here, if you walk slow, people kind of shove you from behind, or they'll go, and then they'll kind of shush you. Well, I only had 3 years of that. We immigrated to Canada when I was in grade 4. So if anything, I only had that nightmare for 3 years. It was like out of jail when I went to Canada. So I was in 4 years, and there's more than 10 homework a day. That's crazy. See, in Hong Kong, right? Just a little bit of a snapshot of my childhood to you guys. I remember when I was in elementary school in Hong Kong, so they make you write lines, like hundreds of lines, if you forgot to submit your homework for one subject, say maybe 100 lines, right? And that's a lot for somebody that's in grade 1, 2, or 3. And what happens is that I would not be able to complete all my homework. So every day I'm doing calculation. Okay, is it better that I do lines, or is it better that I actually do my homework? Because if I do my homework, it takes this much time. If I do the lines, it takes this much time. But if I didn't submit the homework twice in a row, it's double the lines. So I'm always calculating like which one's a better deal. So that was my childhood. And spanking was still a thing. So I remember getting spanked at school in front of the other students, or we would line up to get spanked in the butt with a ping pong ball racket or by the teacher. Yeah, when we went to Canada, that was grade 4 for me. What happened was that during parent-teacher interview, oh God, COVID cough. When we were having parent-teacher interview, my mom's like, "Oh, how's my daughter?" And they're like, "Yeah, she's really good. She adopted really well." And my mom's like, yeah. But they're like, "No, there's no but." But then my mom's like, "No, come on, there's got to be something wrong with my daughter." Typical Asian parent mentality. They don't take praises very well, and they always think there's something wrong with their daughter. And then so the teacher's like, "No, she's fine. She's integrating really fast. Her English picked up really fast. She's mingling with other students. She's doing good." And then my mom's like, but. And then they're like, "Well, if you really want a but," she doesn't ask questions in class. She always say yes to everything, and she's always okay, yes. And then my mom had the biggest smile on her face. She's like, "Oh, that's great. That's fabulous." Yeah, but then the teacher had like the biggest cringe, and she's like, "Oh, Mrs. Kwan, how can anyone not have any questions in life? And that's where the tables turn. And I was like, yes, yes, I knew questions were okay. I knew questions were normal. So that's when life really started for me. It was after that point. I wonder if my teacher is still alive. I think she probably is. I gotta say thank you to her. You never did your homework. My mom used to do it for what? It's no freaking way. You spoiled brat. That is horrible. That is horrible. You asked your mom to do your homework? That's just horrible. I can't believe you. This is actually really good. But nowadays you can't spank the kids. Even like to threaten to spank them, you can't. I don't know what that world is like, but for me personally, I think it kind of keeps us in check in a way, because us being the little brats that we were since a kid, I think giving us 100% freedom is probably not the best thing. My mom told teachers herself that you could be punished when you were little. Oh, nice. Do or copy like lots of words. Yeah, you're writing lines, Bernice. That's horrible. Fatal, all right. My God. Yeah, I'm so glad I'm not a kid right now. So for those of you who's actually kids right now, yeah, it seems like it gets harder. So maybe if you look at this video 30 years from now, when, I don't know, when you're older, and then when you look at the generation then, it's probably the same thing. They're probably gonna have a harder time. So everyone just embrace what you have, because it probably doesn't get better. Trust me. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna take off now. I'm gonna pack up. The gimbal's running out of batteries. Thanks for being on the stream with me. Happy New Year, everyone. Come in more often. I hope I can do more live stream in the future, which I think I can, but I will also need a new phone and new laptop, because now kids are not that humble, because now you don't hit them. I don't think it's about being humble. I think it's two extremes of anything is not good. Too much freedom, too much punishment, anything in those extremes is not good. As I said, Bernice, I think it's about, letting people know what's appropriate and what's not appropriate, right? But I think your dad kind of has a point. Okay, anyway, thanks for being on here with me. Thanks, Bob, He-Talk, so many people, Shade Out Mapes, Selena, Bernice, thanks for coming on. What else? It's Chekang Yong. Who else? I think there was somebody else that was on here. I forgot. Hush Ninja. Yes, that's right. I think Hush Ninja is actually new to my stream. So you guys, if you haven't, subscribed to my channel, subscribe, because that way you can press the bell next to it. You'll get notified when I have a new video coming up. As I mentioned earlier, it's mostly live streams I'm doing lately. If you want to have a tour of Hong Kong, then yeah, join me next time. Later. See you guys.